was showing an old friend of mine how to use this gun that she was needing, that she asked for, and it went off and it shot her in the chest.
This is Brian Mason, a man whose dark secret unraveled when he made a chilling confession, one that no one saw coming. His crime was gruesome, but he wasn't the only one caught in a web of his own making. Then there's Wayne Couzens, a former police officer who used his position to commit one of the most disturbing crimes in recent history. He thought he was untouchable, but the truth would soon come crashing down.
This one. Baby, I'll show you chance.
And Virginia McCullough, a woman whose shocking actions left investigators stunned. But these are just a few of the criminals who thought they could get away with their horrifying acts. 3 criminals, 3 horrifying stories. And the most haunting part? None of them knew their crimes would be exposed for the world to see. Our first case is Brian Mason. Brian Mason never planned to confess until he had no choice. When police responded to a shooting in a quiet neighborhood, they found 52-year-old Michelle Elliott dead from a gunshot wound. But instead of a suspect fleeing the scene, they found Mason waiting for them. Mason immediately told officers the shooting was an accident. He claimed he had been showing Michelle how to use a gun when it suddenly went off, hitting her in the chest. But something about his story wasn't adding up.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, lobby's closed.
Okay.
Hey,
What's going on?
I'm here to turn myself in.
Okay, what's going on?
I had an accident last night.
Okay.
I was showing an old friend of mine how to use this gun that she was needing, that she asked for, and it went off and it shot her in the chest.
Okay. I'm just going to detain you right now based off what you're telling me.
Right. I understand.
If you want to talk to me, I'll still talk to you. Okay.
Right.
Does this person need assistance or help, or?
Do you have 2 sets of cuffs?
I can put 2 sets on you in a second, okay? Does this person need help right now, or are they deceased, or what?
They're deceased.
Does anybody else know about this?
No. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I've been waiting.
Where is this address, actually, that you're at?
I don't know the actual number.
Is this her house, or your house, or?
No, it's a friend of mine's house.
What county is it in?
It's on the Miami County side, but it's on Miami-Montgomery County Line Road.
Miamisburg 311. I'll be in the back lot with 1. Can you do a miscellaneous call? I have 1 detained. Could you start 310? What's your name, sir?
I'm Brian.
Brian?
Brian.
I'm Officer Dooley. I'm just going to check you down.
Go right ahead.
I'm in the back lot of the PD in the parking lot. Okay, again, no weapons on you, right?
Right.
Not even a pocket knife?
No.
Okay.
No, I left that in the truck.
Okay. Brian, what's your last name, Brian?
Mason.
Is there a weapon in your truck?
Yes.
Okay.
Investigators quickly discovered that Mason had been living out of motels and his truck after quitting his trucking job.
To law enforcement at all?
No, this is it. This is it. I'm walking in because I know this is the right thing to do, but
Where do you live at?
I've been living out of my truck and motel rooms since I quit my trucking job last
I'm just
year.
trying to figure out why you came to this police department. Were you
Oh.
just driving around? Or?
Yeah, I've been all over the place.
Okay.
I've been all
Okay.
over.
Where did this happen?
Up on the Miami-Montgomery County Line Road.
Miami, Montgomery County, or do you have an address?
I don't know her house number.
What's her name?
I think it's in the 9000 series. Okay. Her name is Michelle Elliott.
What's her age, approximately?
57. Same age as me. I've known her for
Is
50 years.
this her address?
Yes.
But maybe just she lives in the 9000 block of Miami County Line Road, and her name's Michelle Elliott.
Yes.
What kind of cars are in the driveway?
Yeah. None.
There's
She just-
none. What does the
none.
house look like? If you could describe it to me, so I could describe it to somebody else.
3-bedroom brick ranch.
Like, what color is the garage door?
White.
He and Michelle had been friends for years, but their relationship had been strained by her drug use. He admitted that they had been drinking and using drugs before the shooting, which only raised more questions. If it was an accident, why didn't he call 911 right away? Why was the gun still in his truck instead of near the body? And why did this story keep changing? As detectives dug deeper, Mason's confession started to unravel. Witnesses reported hearing an argument before the gunshot, and forensic evidence suggested that Michelle hadn't been holding the gun when it fired. Mason had. Ballistics reports indicated that the shot was fired from a distance inconsistent with an accidental discharge during a demonstration. The angle of the bullet also suggested Michelle wasn't facing Mason when she was shot.
We never exchanged cards and stuff like that.
So you don't live on Soldier's Home anymore?
No, I do not.
Okay, I gotcha.
No, I've been, I was living in my truck, and then after my health started failing and I couldn't keep a med card because my blood pressure was too high, yeah, I quit and then took my savings and just been staying in rooms or in my truck.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Were you staying at that house with her?
No.
Would she let you stay there? Or?
No, well, she offered, but because of her debilitating disease, I couldn't. It was too tough to be around her.
Okay.
It was too tough to be around her when she was drunk and high.
Okay.
And I don't drink and I don't take pills. So
I gotcha.
that's what we argued about all the time. You know, if I ignored it, it was fine. But I had to put up with the way she acts when she was under the influence.
And then there was the biggest red flag, Mason's behavior after the incident.
I'm getting pretty dry mouth.
You want a water?
Sure.
Alright, let me get you a water. I'll be right back, okay?
Thank you.
I'm just gonna shut this door. If you need something, just knock on it. It'll be like 2 seconds.
Okay.
Instead of calling for help, he left the scene and returned later, only speaking to police when they arrived. When confronted with this evidence, Mason continued to insist the shooting was accidental, but his story had too many holes.
He said he thinks it's a 3/4 of a mile east of 49, County Line Road. Oh, you got Google Maps or something?
Try that. Is her name spelled funny or something? Is her name spelled in an unusual way or something?
Shouldn't be.
Does she have a driver's license too?
Yeah.
I'm not finding it by Michelle, M-I-C-H-E-L-L-E,
Yes.
Elliott, E-L-L-I-O-T,
TT.
2 T's.
I think it's 2 L's, 2 T's.
Germantown, 311. Check out.
The other officer here asked for her phone number. Oh, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, a little confused back and forth.
Check up on the account.
What's
If you want to pull Google Maps, I'll show you.
Let me get her phone number again real quick. So I'm sorry if you got it.
I'm
Do
sorry.
you know her phone number?
Yeah.
Let me just write it down real quick. What is it?
Wayne Cousins, a former police officer, was arrested in connection with the disappearance of Sarah Everard. When confronted, he spun an elaborate story, claiming he had been forced into kidnapping Sarah by a mysterious gang threatening his family. Sarah had gone missing on March 3, 2021 in London. The police investigation led to Cousins, who was tracked using CCTV footage and mobile phone data.
So we're here to talk to you about Sarah. Do you know Sarah?
I don't know.
Okay. Sarah went missing. I'll show you some pictures of her on the day. Sarah went missing on Wednesday. Her parents, obviously, and her family are really worried about her. The inquiry that's been conducted so far has led us to come and speak to you about it and to see what we know about Sarah, okay? So, would you like to, do you know where Sarah is?
No.
Right. Do you know anything about what happened to her?
I know that she went missing up in London somewhere. What, about a week ago or so? Just from what I've got on the news.
Okay. Have you ever personally met her?
No, not personally, no.
Had any interactions with her?
What are those personal interactions with her?
Well, it's very difficult because I can't go into a lot of the evidence because obviously that's not.
Officers arrived at his home where he was arrested on suspicion of kidnapping. During the urgent police interview, Cousins denied knowing Sarah personally, but under pressure, he crafted an outlandish lie. He was in financial trouble and had been coerced by a gang to abduct young women. According to his story, the gang contacted him outside hotels and instructed him where to be. He claimed that they forced him to take Sarah to a white van with Romanian plates where 3 men took her and drove away. Despite the wild details, police weren't buying it. The inconsistencies in his statements only made him look guiltier. CCTV footage had already captured Sarah's last known moments. It showed Cousins using his police ID to falsely arrest her under the pretense of breaking lockdown rules. He then forced her into a rented car. This damning evidence, combined with his location data, placed him at key points in the timeline.
Okay, well, I am in financial, and I've been lent on by, I don't know who they are. They're a group, a gang, whatever. And they told me, right, I need to go and pick up girls and give them to them. So, I said, not happening. And it then came through that they're gonna harm my family, take them away, and they'll use them instead. At that point I had no option to try and find somebody. So I don't, there's a couple of names. I was told a place to take her. That's it. That is all I know. And to this group of people.
Tell me about them. I need to find them. Tell me everything you know. That I
Okay.
hope that you'll help me
There
find.
was a white Sprinter van. They was between sort of Lemon, Maidstone area that I dropped her off. I still don't know. I don't know. They just I just parked my car up, and then the van come up behind me, flashed me. They all jumped out, and then they took this girl. They said, you've done good.
As the investigation progressed, more evidence surfaced.
I tried to take over on one of their call girls and rip her off. So she's told them, and they got me. So
How do they know what it is? How did they contact you? How is it they've been in contact with you to make these threats?
they just tell me, be here. So Hotel Burston down in Folkestone, got to be here. Okay, so I turned up. I've got no mobile number, and they have got my mobile number. They're obviously outside watching, following. I just, honestly,
How are they telling you to be there? How is it they're giving those directions?
The claim about a gang was a desperate attempt to deflect blame, but the evidence was overwhelming. In our next case, we look at a criminal whose shocking confession left everyone stunned. A shocking case straight out of Essex, England. Virginia McCullough didn't just murder her parents. She lived with their bodies for over 4 years. And when police finally showed up, she didn't run. She didn't deny it. She just confessed.
It's fine. No one in here at the moment. Hold on. The police. Got it.
Stay where you are.
Stay where you are.
Show me
Stay where you are. Show your hands. You here?
Jenny.
Yep.
Jenny.
It was September 2023 when Essex police broke into the home. Inside, they found Virginia calm as ever. She didn't resist. She didn't hesitate. She turned herself in on the spot. But what she had to say next left officers stunned.
The time is 12:12. You're under arrest on suspicion of murder against Jonathan McCulloch and Elias McCulloch.
Yeah,
okay?
okay.
You don't have to say anything, but it may harm defence. If you do not
Can I just
mention
take my cover?
when questioned, so much like to report anything you do say over the evidence. Okay? Alright, your arrest is
I'll
necessary
cooperate, I'll
for a prompt
cooperate.
and effective.
Is there anything in the pocket we should know about?
Yes, there
Where?
is. Can I take you to it?
No, you can tell me.
Go in there for a second, just so I can tell you something about what's in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. And then,
Yeah,
Just tell us
the only
something
reason
about
I
what's in
said I need to tell you something about what's upstairs on the top floor as well.
It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
It's a bit more quieter.
Is it here, okay?
Yeah,
Yes, mind your feet, so obviously we can
Honestly, I'm not that dangerous.
No, it's fine.
I know, but obviously I've got to be careful. My dad's body's in there.
Right, okay.
Yep, okay. Obviously I'll
What about
say,
your mum?
a little bit more complicated.
Okay.
That's why I said, can I go upstairs?
She poisoned her father, John McCulloch, slipping a fatal dose into his drink back in 2019. He never saw it coming. By the next morning, he was gone. As for her mother, Lois, it was even worse. Virginia not only poisoned her, but also hit her with a hammer and stabbed her. She hid their bodies in the house, covering up the smell, keeping up the lie, and no one suspected a thing.
Explain
One
it
of
to
the
us, please, because
officers
we're trying to preserve this. It's now going to be seen, so we need to preserve this the best we can. So I don't want you to have you walking up there, all right? Because that's for your well-being as well as ours.
Oh, no, up.
Okay. So what?
Thank you.
Where
Can I grab some
will we
hairbands
find your
as
mum?
well, if possible?
Where will we find your mum?
Okay, so upstairs there are about 5 wardrobes.
Yep.
It's behind the bed at the back next to the sink. That's the second one. I slipped a pile of those into his drink. There were about 2 or 3 drinks that I brought downstairs. And yeah, they were basically, he didn't drink all of them. He only drank probably about half of 2. But yeah, when I went in the morning, this was before my mother. When I went in the morning, early hours, I got up about half an hour early, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Came in and he was gone. He was gone.
Okay.
It's
It's up to you if you want to talk.
yeah.
The thing is, purpose of your arrest. Purpose of your arrest is for a prompt, effective investigation, as well as by questioning you. We can't do that here. It needs to be done at a police station, all right?
I did know that this would kind of come eventually, and it's proper that I serve my punishment. So yeah.
Right, so I've written this, please. I, Virginia McCulloch, have informed police constables 77329 Brown and 79387 Bowers after entering my house on Friday the 15th September 2023 that I murdered my father, John McCulloch, who was stated was under a bed in the rear ground floor of the house, and my mother upstairs in a cupboard next to the sink.
Wardrobe. It's a double wardrobe.
Right, okay, I've written
Double
cupboard.
wardrobe. It's like 4 wardrobe doors, but it's the one nearest the sink. Double wardrobe.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
What's significant as I've written down there here now, I've just read out to you. Are you happy to sign that, to say that's a true account?
Yeah.
The pandemic helped her cover her tracks. Every time someone asked about her parents, she had an excuse. They were sick. They were traveling. They were unavailable. When police finally caught up with her, Virginia didn't try to hide it anymore. She even led them straight to the remains. Her father's body under a bed. Her mother stuffed inside a wardrobe. But that wasn't all. She told them where to find the weapons too. A kitchen knife and a bloodied hammer hidden beneath the stairs.
Murder weapon is upstairs in the toilet room. Kitchen knife. It's in the middle of the brown carpet. Against the wall, opposite the shelves. So there are 2 long white shelves. So opposite where that wall is, that's where the knife is.
So next bit is very hard to talk about. That's probably the most grisly detail. So on the ground floor, underneath the stairs, there's a few like storage boxes and things. And in the middle, I think it's in one of the boxes or in a bag or something. If you want me to shush after this, it's fine. But every bit helps. You will find forensic bits helpful. There's a hammer. I know, but I'm trying to help so you find everything. It's in the middle underneath the stairs. It will still have blood on it. It's rusted, but it will still have blood traces on it. So not cooperating is it's futile. There's no point in not cooperating, there really isn't. And plus, apart from which anyway, I should take what has come. That's the other side of the coin, I think. So, yeah.
No remorse, no regret, just complete detachment. She admitted she knew this day would come, and in some twisted way, she welcomed it. She said it might even give her peace. Just a woman who methodically killed her parents and went on with life as if nothing happened. A sociopath who kept up the act for years, fooling everyone around her. Now, she'll spend at least 36 years behind bars. No more lies, no more excuses. Just the cold, hard truth catching up with her at last. A quiet Colorado town was left horrified when 69-year-old Warren Barnes vanished without a trace. Days later, his body was discovered without his head and hands. Investigators had no suspects, no witnesses, and no clues. Then, an unexpected 911 call changed everything. A local woman, panicked and shaking, told police she had found a human head and severed hands in her son's room. When officers arrived, they were met with a familiar face, 19-year-old Brian Cohey. But what they were about to uncover would shake even his own family.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
At least it's not me in that car, you know?
I can't believe it.
Oh, got it.
Oh my God.
It's kind of a time to not really know what to do, so.
At random too, why? I don't get it.
Don't have any kids. How old is Brian?
19.
He's 19.
What's going on, man?
Cooperate. I am gonna cooperate.
Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Investigators searched Cohey's room and found chilling evidence. Alongside the severed remains, there were knives, plastic bags, and disturbing writings detailing his obsession with murder. His parents, in complete shock, had no idea their son had been harboring such dark thoughts. But Cohey wasn't done shocking them yet.
Hey partner, you want to come out and talk to me real quick?
Sure, I mean,
Appreciate it, man.
I'm really cold. Is it okay if it's in here? Because
That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I did not know that. No, please stay in the car. All right. Nobody else in the car.
Nope.
Okay.
It's just us. I'm the father. That's the mother. This is our son. He just called us 20 minutes ago and said, "Dad, I parked at the boat ramp and I messed up. I tried to get out of the car and it slid down."
Well, you're not hurt, right? You're okay?
No, just a little cold is all.
Just beside your pride a little bit.
And probably $7,000.
Okay. All right, man. Do you have your ID with you, driver's license by any chance?
I do. Thankfully.
What were you doing down here, bud?
Well, I felt like I needed to get out, and I figured, why not park here and just
relax a little bit?
Relax and think.
Okay.
And I parked on the boat ramp, and I thought it would be easy to get out. But when I tried to,
Where did you park exactly? Were you down the hill a little bit?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay.
And then
when you got back in, go ahead.
When I got back in, I tried to put it in drive, and it didn't go up. So then I tried putting it in low gear, shimmying it a bit. That didn't work.
Were you facing down?
No, I was facing up.
You back down?
Yeah.
Really good idea.
Does that seem like the easiest one? Because of the propulsion of the rear tires, I figured they would be able to push.
Okay.
But yeah, then.
Okay.
Yeah, then it slid into the river. I was able to get out.
Because I was like, it's not a crash. He just
it's like
parked
8
it
feet out in the water.
He parked it and basically couldn't get it up. It just lost traction, looks like, and then he actually went in it. Down in the water. He's not hurt at all, so I'm like, How are you going to get this car out if possible?
Does he need to stay here? Or
I'm sorry?
Is he free to go? I'm sure he'd like to go home and get warm.
I'm sure you'd like to get some pants on.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's not a crash. It's
okay. It's just a stupid accident.
So, yep.
All right, I'm going to take him home then, and then we'll come back here and see if we can figure out what's what with the truck driver.
Son has no pants on.
After taking Brian home to put some pants on and warm up, the Cohees returned to the scene at the boat ramp around 3 a.m. And this is when things take a turn. The crew recovering Brian Jr.'s sedan from the Colorado River has just spotted something troubling.
Hey, quick question for you.
Sure.
So the back bumper, I don't know, you can probably see it from here. It's a lot of red on the back of that. Dripping down it all a little bit. But underneath the license plate, a little area right there. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of red, which means it looks like blood.
Blood?
Yeah. I don't know if did your son hurt himself on his way out at all?
He might have, he just didn't know it. I don't know.
That's why I'm asking. That's a good question.
He calmly admitted he had fantasized about killing someone for years. He told police he didn't choose Barnes for any particular reason. He just wanted to know what it felt like to take a life. Surveillance footage showed him walking into a wooded area the night Barnes disappeared. Hours later, he was seen leaving with a backpack. That bag contained the tools he had used to commit the gruesome crime.
What's the address emergency?
Hi, there is an emergency. I found something in my son's closet wrapped in a plastic bag.
Okay, what was it?
I think it's a human head.
It's a what?
I think it's a human head.
Why do you think it's that?
Because it looks like it's all an ear.
Is it bloody or does it like anything like that?
I just need to come. That's why I had to take a picture and send it to you.
What's the address? Is your son there now?
He just pulled up. We wanted to make sure he was here before we called.
How old is he?
19. He's had a little bit of a fascination with the morbid, but he was channeling it, I thought, into becoming a crime scene investigator, but not so much.
Do you think he's going to be cooperative with us?
I don't know. I don't think he'll be violent. Just came back from his friend's house.
Does he have any weapons in his room, or do you guys have any in the house?
I don't know. I think that he has a shotgun, but we can certainly remove it immediately before he gets in his room. He's out by the car now, so.
Is the bag still in the closet?
No, it's in my kitchen sink. And there's a secondary bag that I have not opened.
Right now it's a lot to process, so we'll work with you every step of the way as much as we can.
Yeah. How long till the news company shows up?
We're going to try to keep that a while, so
Okay.
we're hoping.
We need to get clearance from you so we can get out of Dodge.
Yeah, don't.
Because I don't want to. We
right
can't
now,
have news in front of me. I run the life jacket program here in town.
Okay.
That's
Biggest
me.
thing is our investigation unit getting
Oh,
here
absolutely.
and talking to you guys. And
Absolutely,
then,
sure.
Like I said, even if news shows up, we're not going to let them down here.
Thank you.
So
Yeah. Okay.
just focus
Don't
on
let them up there
breathing
either. They'll
and
be able to
kinda-
see stuff from up there too.
Well, nobody else should know about this right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Okay. So, and again, be careful who you guys talk to, who you
No-
tell
no-
anything.
nobody.
You haven't told anybody
Nobody knows.
anything?
Nobody knows but you.
Perfect. Same goes for you.
Yeah,
Are
yes.
you family?
My son.
Family,
Yeah. Second brother.
All right.
Second son.
Okay. And your name? Nice to meet you. Sorry, we're meeting this way.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
It's not me in that car, you know?
I can't believe it.
Got it.
Oh my god.
It's kind of a time to not really know what to do. So.
What happened? At random too. Why? I don't get it.
Don't have any answer. How old is Brian?
He's 19.
He's 19.
110-02.
Mom,
19.
what's your name?
My name's Terry.
Terry. Okay. Are you okay? Do you need any medical?
Well, we're waiting on a call from my doctor.
Okay. Okay. All right. So hang tight right here. I got to chat with my partners again.
Sure.
Okay. Brian, when would you say this? What night did this happen?
No, Friday late Saturday morning.
This Saturday?
1 o'clock, yes.
Okay.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Start just this Saturday at 1 in the morning.
For what, the car crash?
Yeah, the
Okay.
whole incident.
Cohee confessed in chilling detail. He had hired Barnes under the pretense of helping him, then attacked him. After killing him, he took the head and hands as trophies. He said he felt no regret. The evidence was overwhelming. DNA from the remains matched Barnes, and the murder weapons were found in Cohey's possession. He was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. During his trial, he remained emotionless. He pleaded guilty, admitting to everything without hesitation.
Large thing wrapped in a canvas. Okay. And I'm like, that's a homeless person. So I grab my knife, I put on 3 layers of gloves because plastic gloves can betray their users because they're so thin, those vinyl gloves, by imprinting your fingerprints through. So I put on 3 on one hand. I took the knife, I pulled back the canvas, and I stabbed his neck. Okay. He was panicking at first. In his old man voice, he was in his 50s. I know why I call him old man. He was saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Why? Ah!" And I just kept on stabbing his neck. Is it okay if I do a demonstration? Oh, yeah. This is him. I was strapped on top of him like this. Okay. And he couldn't fight back. It was actually surprisingly easy. I was barely breaking a sweat. I thought, oh, this guy, he's going to be tough. But no, it was actually surprisingly easy. And during the time, I was growling and making the animalistic noises. Why were you doing that? I suppose it was a frenzy. Okay. I was so excited, so rushed up on adrenaline and everything. Let's just woo-hoo. And I paused and he said, "Why are you doing this?" And I said, "I've been wanting to do this for a long time, murder someone." And then I continued. The whole ordeal lasted about a minute and a half. Okay. And I stabbed, and when I was finished stabbing him, he took out his last breath, a grunt, and his head was halfway cut off in stabs. All the while, no, actually, after I killed him, I just couldn't stop saying, "Stinky, dirty, dirty, stinky, stinky." It wasn't. I wasn't smelling anything, but... And why were you saying that? I don't know.
His parents, devastated, could only watch as their son was sentenced. The judge called the murder an act of pure evil. Cohey now sits in prison, locked away from the world, but the small town he left behind still struggles to understand how a teenager with no history of violence could commit such a horrific crime. Those are the shocking confessions we had for you today. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, stay safe and take care.